Hello and welcome to Rony's Tuesday Fun Race Season 1 of 2022, round number 4 with the VKI 6 at Westhill National Reversed. I'm Peter Butcher. I'm joined in the commentary box by Eoin Harmon. I'm going to have to dash for a bit and I'll leave you in the capable hands of Eoin. Eoin, take it away.
Thanks very much, Pete. And once again, a very warm welcome to everybody on Twitch and YouTube. This is the fourth round, as Pete said, of RTFR in 2022, or the 274th in history. We've got a treat for you, I'm sure to say. The VKI 6 is a car that most of you will recognize once you see its exact shape and size. And Westhill National Reversed is going to bring out the very best in it, I'm sure. Here we are now. This is a 1.6 litre inline 4 front engine car with front wheel drive. It's capable of 227 brake horsepower, and it weighs just under a ton, 995 kilos or 2,194 pounds. Very moderate weight, has to be said. It should deliver plenty of action. And you can see in the background, cars are getting close. And another factor is we're running slick tires for the vehicle, so they're going to have extra grip and speed throughout each of these twisty bends in Westhill, and it should deliver some very competitive times. Yeah, so here's our look at the calendar. We joined you last time, a fortnight ago, in the FXOs in Kyoto 32 Reversed. Still a bit to go in season 1 of 2022, and the pressure is certainly on. We know who the top contenders are, and maybe some drivers just on the periphery. They'd love to get a result here today, just before the month of March begins. That'll be a crucial moment in the season. So now we can formally join the track, and we can see the cream has risen to the top already. We've got 3 drivers in the 1 minute 40s, but we have to talk about our pole sitter as of right now. It's Vytautas Laguskas in the last 3 minutes 45 seconds of driving remaining. Upsas occupies the front row, just 11 hundredths of a second behind, and in third place it's Rick Cardle with that 1 minute 40.9, just about half a second shy, give or take. But then there are other contenders as well. We've got Mantas, we've Fatal, TJ, Twin Cam, etc. But in 10th place, as right now, it's Sidus Unite, a big contender for the championship. He'll want to improve his time, and he's just beginning his hot lap now. So we'll try and follow Unite around the circuit and see what he's capable of. He's actually got traffic in the way here. He'll need to dispatch that. Yeah, and he's done so. We can probably see some 3-wheeled action from drivers with rear suspension setups that are quite soft. The wheel at the right side will cock up, and they'll be having to keep firm control of the grip in case they slide just a little bit too high on the banking. Now we've got the double apex left, followed by an uphill right. But here's Sidus Unite's teammate Rick Cardle. He's obviously in hot pursuit of pole position. Anything less will be a disappointment due to the incredible standards we see Sidus set themselves. So Rick is on a flyer as of right now. He should get a bit of slipstream heading into the final straight. Oh, another car, bit close for comfort there, but that should be okay. This is another 1 minute 40, maybe not, just a little shy. So you have time to go again. 2 minutes left in the session. So I think Rick will be primed for another lap. And in fact, plenty more traffic. We've got more than 40 drivers competing for a spot in today's race. It should be a hotly contested battle to make sure you get into the top 40. Otherwise, you'll have to be expecting other drivers to withdraw, and then you get the first preference if you're 41st or 42nd, and so on and so forth. You are now checking out a Fragmaster vehicle with Fatal actually pulling off to let other cars by. But since he's out on the track, there should still be enough time to make it with time remaining and get one last hot lap in. It's a very slow lap, has to be said, or an aborted lap. He has to readjust. And now let's check out another brightly coloured vehicle. This is Talhenberg for Master Race Car, beginning the lap. You can see that grip with the front wheel drive is really at a premium. If you've got that grip with the slicks, then you really should have things under control. He's got a lovely clear sight in front of him. But Rick, on the other hand, will be using Fragmaster Strutter as a bit of a draft buddy. I don't think this lap will be particularly on the money here, but this is last chance saloon now. He'll be crossing the line. He will still have one last burst. He has the time. Now he's going to move to the inside of Strutter, pushing as hard as he can, holding on, using all that outside curb down to 70 miles per hour before getting straight back on that accelerator. That was a very neat and tidy job there out of turns 1 and 2. Here is 14th place for Matt McCarry. Just making sure he's maximized his potential for today. His teammate, the Hibmuli, is actually in 12th, so very good showing here for ZFRL. They should be pretty pleased with that in this brand new opportunity in the modded vehicle. He also decides to pull off the track to make sure other drivers are safely through. But here's Texas, a very familiar name to us here in RTFR. He's gone for the plain red. I'm sure there are a few Honda Civic owners out there who would love a bright red Civic in their garages, but Texas is living out that dream right now. And now here's Adam as well, another familiar name. He's gone for a more artsy design with his livery. Let's see. Yeah, it could be an actual stock livery, but yeah, I haven't seen this mod for myself just yet. Will Adam improve his time? Yes, he does. That's up to 14th place, so that unseats Matt McCarry, who is now 15th. No improvement for Ricardo. I just saw him cross the line. He didn't beat his personal best. Magic going all ends up on the grass there to conclude his lap time. But he actually found that extra few tenths, and it puts him in 21st position. Magic getting a big shove in the back there at a standstill on the start finish straight, but we have unofficial results coming up in a moment. I think everybody has completed their final lap, so we can now confirm.
Hello, Owen.
Welcome back, Pete.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I am back, and yeah, we have results to show you from the end of qualifying. Apologies for the lack of car sound during that session. We are back, and we are up for a race with a load of Civics in the VKI 6 mod around Westhill National. I missed qualifying, Owen. How was it?
Yeah, it looked pretty good to me. A few drivers got improvements on their last laps, but the top 5 or so, they were pretty settled. They got their best laps in early, so well done to them. So yeah, if I may, let's begin with the pole sitter, Vytautas Laguskas. Again, the peak of the grid, the top dog with a 1 minute 40.55 ahead of Born to Race's Upsas there, just 11 hundredths behind. Then completing the top 10, we have Ricardo, Mantas, Fatal, TJ, Twin Cam, 136 miles per hour, Donny and Arska. Next up, Sidus Unite, just outside the top 10 with the Hibmuli, Mazway, Adam, Mott McCarry, Texas, Soini, Mandula, Igor, and Strutter. They will be in the top half of the grid. And the other drivers who will participate, should they choose to do so, will be Magic, Kid with an unusual team name there. I'll leave that up to him. Then we have Michael, Talhenberg, Lorenzo, Rony, Pekki Koivunen, Redbot, Kig, Haichi all in the top 30, with Yarriktila, Bjorley, Yaroslav Donelik, Sesh Wurst. I hope I remember that pronunciation from before. Jocks, 3 Jump, Scattle, Pit Lane Racer, 7-9, and LG Meese.
And I believe we have a third page of results to go through. I'll give you that now, Owen.
Go ahead. Yeah, so the drivers outside the cut-off point: Elias, Migfa, Derinus of Gungarage, Xtoff, and T-Bug.
Excellent. We're going to have a 6 minutes break before we end up seeing these VKI 6 mods in action. We've seen them in qualifying. We're going to see them in racing trim very, very shortly. Yeah, it should be fun. Owen, I really, honestly, I didn't see any of qualifying, so I'm interested to see how these cars work with slick tires, as I'm sure everybody else is here eagerly waiting for the start of Rony's Tuesday Fun Race. We're going to go for a short break. We'll be back very soon. See you shortly. Hello and welcome back to Rony's Tuesday Fun Race 2022 Season 1 Round 4 with the VKI 6 mod in Live for Speed at Westhill National Reversed. Apologies for my absence during qualifying there, Owen. I was busy celebrating the 18th anniversary of my LFS account being bought. There we are. So qualifying has concluded. We had 45 or 46 qualifiers, and only 40 of those will make it to the grid. Only 40 driving the knockoff Honda Civic, not a Honda Civic, around Westhill National Reversed. Owen, it's going to be good.
Yeah, this is another example of the mods in action. Round 1 will go down as, well, not only a historic event, but an all-time classic, I think. It was absolutely wonderful to see the cars around Rockingham that many drivers had only just had a go with for the first time, but this is a brand new challenge on a very different track compared to Rockingham. It is Westhill, and we will have 40 cars on the grid, never before seen on LFS.
Yeah, there's a first time for everything, and here we go.
Oh dear. Happy birthday, Pete. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a lovely touch.
Oh. I've gone all red. Like our start lights will be in a few seconds. Take it away, Owen.
Gladly. We have Fantastic Goose in purple on the front of the grid, ready and go. The getaway with the slick tires, but front wheel drive. It looks stable enough to me. Upsass and Rick Idle line astern here, ready to go uphill and right. We've got one car on the inside. That is TJ on the inside of Fatal. The rest are single file for the moment. Fatal is going to feel a bit hard done by, but he defends himself nicely.
It's a very colourful grid, isn't it, Owen? That's what I'm noticing here.
Wide array of beautiful colours.
Yeah.
But the battle for the lead, it's going to be side-by-side action. The Goosegas should have enough about him here to block the racing line. But we've other cars trying to shuffle their way up the pack. Sidus Unite, if you remember, is just outside the top 10, and he is looking to make up for lost ground in his estimation.
We have a flipper.
Oh no, car on its roof.
And has rejoined already. Tallenberg flipped.
That's frustrating, but at least he gets a second chance. Still on the lead lap for the moment. Upsass, we're now on board. Getting very close and personal with Laguskas. The complex going in reverse, it feels a lot different compared to if you were going in the default direction. But now we're going to see a lot of high speed driving here. One last real braking point before the flat out turn onto the start finish straight, and that'll complete one whole lap of Westhill National Reversed. We've got a tag that is 136 into the spin, and unfortunately he's going to fall back into the final third of the grid or so. Thankfully able to continue. Very frustrating there for 136. But now the battle for the lead shall resume. The inside line for Upsass. Can he get it done? No, I think he's overshot the corner.
Deep. Yeah, he's gone. Oh, it's good racing at the front, and the slick tires. It makes the car look very, very fast through these hairpins. I mean, I really like it. It's a great little thing to look to watch here.
Yeah, they're able to maintain very impressive speeds, but Upsass now side by side on the outside line. The left-hander coming up here could give Upsass the chance to shimmy to the next side for the right-hander heading uphill again. Laguskas making every piece of the track count. Then another undercut for Upsass. Still not enough. You just feel that a little bit of extra brake horsepower would do Upsass the world of good, but no luck so far, Pete.
Yeah, I'm just giving Chris's new cameras a workout on this little car. Great stuff. And watching this battle up front, fantastic battle. And I'm really, really enjoying watching mods in Live for Speed, I have to say. We've had a lot of them on our streams already, and they're providing some great racing. Look at this little car. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's holding the fort very impressively so far. We won't know much about tire data or fuel data. There might have been a few drivers who did the maths beforehand, but this is a very new experience. We got Kig off the track, rejoining in an awkward space, but nothing especially blatant about that. That's just the way it is. We had a brief look at Kid on camera as well. That was a side-by-side battle I missed. Oh no, this
Adam and Twin Cam are
very
battling so hard. They're exploring the grass here in the VKI 6. And the slick tyres won't enjoy that down into the first corner as Twin Cam goes for a move on the inside of Adam. Adam doesn't leave much room. And Adam's just going to take that position straight back. Or is he? Twin Cam with a good run on the outside. Position switching behind with two cars using the same skin. That will be the ZFRL guys. Oh, further contact with Twin Cam and Adam.
Yeah, there's one thing to watch out for, Pete, into turn one, and that's certain cars actually cock onto three wheels, which is a very nice touch if people have set them up to suit that kind of driving. Sidus Unite now up to 7th position, ahead of Donny.
We'll have to get some close-ups. There you go. You could just see the rear wheel. You're right, lifting up there like a go-kart almost. Our go-kart likes to get onto three wheels if you drive it properly. Excellent stuff. I like this little mod. I'm really liking the roll cage, and it looks great.
Yeah, it certainly gives that extra oomph, I think, to the drivers, able to drive a little bit differently compared to other front-wheel drive vehicles in LFS. The nimbleness, I suppose, it's a little bit unique. The other cars might be a bit taller, a bit heavier, but this is a good balance.
Yeah, this is the version without the roll cage that Fatal's driving in the Fragmaster livery. Amazing that some of the drivers have actually put the livery on the car for this. I don't know if they've done it just in general or they've done it specifically for this event, but that's a good effort. Nice logo on the back too.
Just the ability for Fatal to stay clear of TJ there in 6th position. Fastest lap has just been punched in by Laguskas, a 1 minute 41.6, just a second or so shy of the qualifying pace. Here's another look at Kid versus Mandula side by side on the start finish straight. Will Mandula be able to hang on to that rear right? Yeah, it looks like he's got it fairly well planted. Arska is in the golden orange car there, just in 14th. And I think he's well clear of any competition for the moment. Well, actually, just in front of Mach Macari and the Hamuli are teammates, but they're side by side, matching colours for them. And on the inside, it was Mach Macari. That's a nice play. Good job.
That was Adam going wide ahead of them as well. And it looks like the ZFRL boys are about to beat up Adam and get involved there. Adam not enjoying the car by the looks of it. I'm sure he is. I'm sure there's a smile on his face somewhere in there as the ZFRL guys go side by side once again. Don't forget that LG Mies from ZFRL, currently in P27, Mika, he'll be joining us on this stream again next week for RTFRX Eloing.
That's right. I'm looking forward to his latest opportunity to get into the commentary box and see what he has to say. Great running here for ZFRL. They're looking mighty pleased with this configuration, but we must not forget the battle for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and even 4th here with Mantas just on the periphery. You'll be cheering on his teammate there. We're now going to check out Magic and Yari Katila. They go almost side by side. Yari has the advantage into the start finish final curve, but 136 decides, out of my way, this is going to be my contest as well. It's all fair and love and more. Rony, he's also prepared his custom livery for this race. We're going to have 5 drivers competing for very limited amounts of tarmac. Redbot surges past his teammate. Magic is also on the outside. This could end in tears. We're off the track.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Pulled off a mighty dice roll there. He played it to perfection.
That's fantastic.
-2 positions, Rony gains all of them for this moment as 1 through 6 swears a bit of payback here with turn number 3 going to the left. And actually, no, he's been out braked by Rony, but perhaps Rony overshot the corner. On the other hand, Strutter is coming into effect as well. This is exhilarating battles up and down the field.
But why didn't we just make it VKI 6 all season long? I think Rony might like that, given the move he just pulled off. Fantastic stuff. Everyone into turn 1 there, bundling in, driving hard, and then just driving off the circuit for our entertainment. Brilliant. Rony was showing this livery actually on the run up to this event, and he's done a nice job with his bright green livery that we are so accustomed to seeing. But yeah, look how many cars there are in such a small amount of tarmac. I know it's only a small car, but it's providing some absolutely fantastic racing and some understeering moments into turn one.
Yeah, that was a setup choice for all those drivers, and they all outfox each other in some respects. Michael is having
The Czech battle.
Yeah, this is the pride of the Czech or Czechia, if you want to call it that nowadays. And then Jaroslav Donelik there in the blue is going to follow this draft battle. Other cars are going to stay on the outside, which will then become the inside of turn one. Jaroslav getting a huge
here we go.
surge against 136's draft. Gives him a slight tag. Michael held on the outside. And he'll get onto the racing line again now. 136 making sure his nose is still in the contest. So, yeah, a bit of bumping and a bit of shaking here for these drivers. Rony now is taking the outside line. Strutter, I think, will have to stay where he is for the moment. Yeah, he's got a... 126 is going to be held.
Watch Rony here, watch Rony. Oh, no, he couldn't quite get the move.
Couldn't get out of the way. That was just unfortunate. Magic is going to find the space in between Michael, just out of camera shot. Actually, Michael was trying to come back on the track, and Redbot has swatted his teammate to one side.
Yeah, that was very rude. So Redbot thinking I'm coming through. Redbot also, by the looks of it, he's gone for a custom livery on the VKI 6. I mean, it must be a popular car. I can see why from what we're watching here, but it must be a popular car based on the amount of custom liveries we've got here. I noticed when I was joining the server that it was downloading a lot of skins, so good stuff. Really, really appreciate that. Up front, though, it is Vytautas Legutskas for Yes Motorsports, who has opened up a bit of a gap to Upsas while we've been watching everyone else bully each other off the road. Rick Cardle, P3 for Siders, 1.7 to the front. Then we've got Mantas. That is a surprise entry, I have to say, in the top 5, Owen.
Yeah, this is a very impressive showing for Born to Race. They've got 2 drivers in the top 5. Unlucky.
Yeah, TJ just got Fatal going into turn 1. I think Fatal did a classic understeer moment that we've seen from these cars. Very entertaining as they break down into turn 1. Michael Redbot and who is that? Rony. I don't know why I had to ask who that was, but there are 2 very bright green cars in this vicinity. Oh, goodness me! That's Michael Malik in the wall, who was battling pretty hard, but that is going to be a lot of positions lost and a hard fight and a hard luck for Michael Malik.
Much the inverse of Paddock Bend at Brands Hatch. It's like
exactly.
Just forcing the drivers to make big decisions, otherwise they'll find themselves in a spot of bother. Rony on board here, a lovely view of what's going on behind the wheel. He's just going to follow the racing line and see if that kickback with the slick tires can help him. As of right now, he's not able to pull another lightning from the bottle, and he has to stay patient there in P22.
Rick Cardle's closed up behind Upsas. There could be a move on here and down the home straight. Let's see. Did Rick get a good exit? It looks like it, but is Upsas going to go defensive? I don't think so. So he's going... Oh, yeah, he is. He's going over to the right-hand side, making Rick work for it round the outside. He's going to push him all the way to the verge. Will it be enough? Or will they go off completely here? Let's see what happens.
Oh, every centimetre of the track Rick needed. Rick needed every centimetre available to him there. He stayed just on the curbs on the outside, but Upsas was able to hang on and regain the position for this moment. Again, this is another significant battle zone on the track. Upsas able to defend. Now we've got trouble here for Strutter. We saw how well he was doing at the beginning, but now this looks like a real nightmare from all of a sudden.
Yeah,
the rear left tire is a little hotter than the others, but nothing significant. But it just has to find a bit of a gap and just get his head down again.
Upsas is really trying to push here to get away from Rick Cardle. Rick obviously needs his position in this race. He will want to get past and try and close up to the back of Vytautas Legutskas. I reckon he's got the pace in him. He just needs to clear this Born to Race car, or maybe use at least the slipstream for a few laps just to try and close the gap, because it's already up to 1 and a bit seconds now. How are Vitalis' tyres compared to Upsas? Owen?
Upsas is a little bit more heat on the front left, but perhaps a little bit too high for his liking at this stage. We're about halfway there, but I don't see any significant problems for either of our leaders. We've got Rick attacking again, but Fatal has to defend here against Donny. Donny chooses the inside line coming up here. The battle for second stays as it is, but now we'll switch back. Can Donny get this position? Oh yeah, it's just that little bit of a kink in the crest of the corner. It helps the drivers on the outside line just keep a little bit more overspeed, and then they slow down. But Donny has the inside line for the next corner, and here's Rick's chance to cut back on the inside for the next corner. Upsas holds the center ground, gets the tag, and this is a little bit of a cocking of the rear wheel for Upsas, and neck and neck here for the next corner. Upsas gets a bit of extra acceleration, and he can block the path again. So this battle is just going to make Vitautas very pleased indeed. He's gained another half a second since our last update, and another defensive move there for Upsas, able to slow Rick down a little bit more.
This is a fantastic little car. I love it. It's providing some really nice racing, and these two up front are enjoying themselves so much that Vitalis Lagutskas is being allowed to check out and run away at the front. TJ fastest lap, and he has cleared Fatal and Iron Donny. Fatal was billed to be the winner by a certain someone in chat, so they'll be disappointed, but there we are. It's a nice livery, and I'm sure he's enjoying himself in amongst the pack here. But he does have to watch out for Unite, who is right behind him now.
Yeah, we haven't discussed Unite that much, even though he was doing very well at the start of the race, gaining 3 positions from his qualifying spot. So if he can get past these two drivers, Pete, I think he has every chance of battling all the way to 5th. That would be his potential, I think. Yeah, another case of the drivers. They're able to follow each other up the banking, and normal service resumes for them. Monty McCarry is extremely slow here. There must be
final corner error, I think.
Yeah, it must be a significant mistake in the final corner, and he lost a lot of ground. Side by side, Redbot versus Yaroslav. Yes.
Yeah.
That's Redbot on the charge there. Good pass. And Yaroslav not close enough to use any more of the track to get on either the outside or the inside. So Yarikatilla there is 25th of 32 remaining drivers. So there'll be more pressure on his shoulders. I think he could gain a few more positions.
Yeah, quite a rate of attrition in this race. We had 46 qualifiers and only 32 cars left, so a little bit of an unknown all round, and obviously an unknown going into a race with so many cars. I can't imagine this car has had a 40-car grid anywhere in LFS since it was released, as we have a car leaving the race from P11 there. I couldn't catch who that was. Mazway just timed out apparently from the top 11. As we ride on board with Upsas, looking back at Rick Cardle, who's going to have another go. He's going to be forced to take the long way round. He's going to go for the outside. He takes the fastest lap in the meantime. And as we head up to turn 1, are these two going to go wide, as we've been so accustomed? No, but it looks close. Can Rick get the exit and make this move? No, he can't. Upsas putting up a really nice defence. Rick will have another chance down into the bridge and chicane.
Yeah, Upsas is doing everything in his power to keep his second position. Rick can only make do with what he's got right now. Upsas a little bit hard on the curbs there. Maybe he got a little bit loose out of the bend. But yeah, Upsas is just driving a smart race here. But he just cannot do anything about the race leader at the moment.
If you're just joining us, this is Rony's Tuesday Fun Race in Live for Speed. Yes, I repeat, Live for Speed with mods. This is new to our channel as of 2 months ago, and it's a great thing. We have a lot of mod races coming up, actually. The next RTFR has a mod race too. And if you want to get involved, you can do. Just join the Rony's Tuesday Fun Race server very early on a Tuesday evening if you want a spot on the grid for this race. as we switch back to Rony and Yarda having another fight. Yarda goes for the inside in the blue VKI 6 and makes the move. Good stuff.
Yeah, the corner just has an awkward sort of exit for the drivers, just tightens a little bit more. You don't want to end up on the alternate layout and hit those warning cones. So Rony just has to actually Yaroslav got a little bit too far on that corner exit and just a little bit shy of Rony there, not able to quite make the move.
It's a very shouty car, this. I like it.
Yeah, I think this will go down as another success for the mods and the creators of the mods. I unfortunately didn't read out the creator of it when I was reviewing the car's specs, but I'm sure a round of applause will go to the creator. We can now double check that for you. It was Ruby. Yes, Ruby. So thank you very much for this mod. Well done. You've delivered a cracker here. So Rony has the inside line now for the first corner into lap 12. He's got to hold it about 110 miles an hour, about 70 miles an hour on the exit. Goes quite high, but that's okay. Good job.
Yeah, Rony back past. So that battle is going to go on for the rest of the race, probably, to find out who's going to finish at the end of the top 20 as we switch back to Lorenzo and Martin McCarry. Martin McCarry currently ahead of Lorenzo as they head up into
Rony got tagged by Yaroslav just in the battle for turn 3, so he's going to back off and let him through, but unfortunately Scattle and Strutter don't care for that chivalry and they just gain the positions.
Yes, well put. They don't care. Those two just having fun and letting each other back through, so that's nice. Meanwhile, look at the gap at the front, 2.3 seconds. Legutskas has gelled with this car. He must love it. And he's running away. Born to race Upsas and Sidus's Rick Cardle, our previous year's champion. They are some way back now as we switch now to Mies. This is Mika Sarkinen for ZFRL, battling with Pekka Koivunen, who he has not gelled well with this car by the looks of it. Pekka is a name I would expect to see well up the order, and instead we find him down in P26 right now.
Yeah, it's a difficult moment here. The world-class Lions cars are probably the ones you'd expect to see occupying top 5s, top 10s for definite, but it's just Arska in 13th, keeping a bit of pride in the team's. LG Mies actually spins, hits the grass, and that gives Koivunen the respite he needs just to catch up to his teammate Jari Tilla for the one. That's really unlucky. Hard luck.
Yeah, Mies will wish he was behind the camera for that one. Fatal's gone off as well for all you Fatal fans, and he's going to get overtaken by Twin Cam. And anybody else? No, he's actually having a go back at Twin Cam, and he's going to be in the clutches of Thamuli and Donny very quickly, who are actually themselves going at it. Donny in this bright red VKI 6 is trying to line up the back of that other ZFRL car. Is he going to go for the move here? No, surely not. No, there's no way through there. He's actually spooked Thamuli wide, almost. Similar to what we saw Yarda do a few laps ago. And almost on the back of Fatal, who seems to be falling down the order somewhat.
Yeah, it's disappointing for Fatal here. Just
got damage, actually. I don't know where he picked that up, but he's got front right damage. That's not going to be helping him.
That's a good point. I think he can do enough to keep his car running to the end. It's just a case of trying to get momentum back. He's been losing these positions. Still in the top 10, of course, so it's not the end of the world. But he's actually fighting back against Twin Cam here on the outside of turn 1. And he might just be able to use a little bit more of that outside curb to his benefit, but now it's going to carry on for another while, this battle.
Yeah, absolutely. As
Upsas has lost the places, Pete. Mantas is through and Ricardo's through.
Oh no, we missed what happened there. I wonder whether we can get a look at the replay. Maybe Chris can run away in the background and find out what happened, whether it was contact or he just fell off. But either way, Ricardo promoted to P2 and now allowed to try and close the gap down in the 6 laps we have left to Vitautas Legutskas. And yet Mantas promoted to an unlikely P3, it has to be said. I wonder if Upsas can get that back in the time we've got left. But Mantas had good pace and has had good pace for the whole race. So maybe not. Maybe a bit shaken after whatever's happened there.
And there's TJ in fifth. Certainly not to be forgotten about either. Still plenty more in his locker, I'm sure, in this race. And you'll see the two teammates together, and he might be able to respond to anything that goes on there. So yeah, TJ is the sleeper of the race, doing a great job. Could still find himself on the podium if things go his way.
Certainly could, as TJ comes across the line to start lap 15 of 19 here around Westhill National reversed. Here's Rick Cardle, and it is 3.08. So he's not gaining, so to say, but he's not losing any time anymore. So he's just going to have to hope for a mistake from Vitalis Lagutskas up front. Mantis, meanwhile, is a little bit under pressure again by Upsas, who is trying to get back on the podium against his teammate. But yeah, Mantis doing great. Don't remember seeing him this high up, Owen.
Yeah, this is a great showing here for Mantas. Actually, Strutter is on his roof out of bounds.
Oh my.
He must have had a collision somewhere, so Strutter will be non-classified. I can't explain what happened there. I wish I saw. But yeah, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, let's give Mantas to do credit here. Even if Upsas is able to claim back the podium position, this is a superb showing for Mantas.
Yeah, it really is.
And it shows Born to Race are not just here to make up the numbers. They're really excelling this year in RTF4, and I'm so proud of them. Well done.
Yeah, it's great because if they keep recording results ahead of Sidus, then we might see new champions this year, of course, if they continue to do so. And yeah, we haven't even got some of the big hitters from B2R here this week, the likes of Abe, etc. So Upsas and Mantis carrying the mantle and doing a good job, but they need to be careful of each other. They're racing hard. They don't want to make any mistakes here. Upsas is in a great position here to make a move on Mantas as we come down. Oh, you can hear the clutch screaming as they shift, putting a lot of energy through the clutch. Upsas has clearly taught Mantis well. Mantis doing what Upsas was doing to Rick Cardle a few laps ago. And Rick is really not moving away from the Gutsgas now, as Upsas does move through and regains third for now.
Mantas still having second thoughts here. If he can get Upsas into the defensive position as he's done, that slipstream getting him to just shy of 140 miles an hour into the braking zone. 136 miles an hour would be somewhat impressive. His teammates there nearly getting onto his benchmark. But yeah, Upsas a little bit off kilter there. He's able to recover it using those slick tires, and flash of the hazard lights. I think that's a sign of gratitude for a fair fight.
Yeah, fabulous racing, you have to say. Very clean and very unlike any hot hatch racing if you ever watched that in on your TVs or in person. This is great. Touch wood, they don't make any errors and undo what I just said. Anyway, good stuff from Born to Race. They are losing time, of course, to Rick Cardle, but this is Rony's Tuesday Fun Race. We don't really care as long as the drivers have a good time and we have a good time watching them. TJ, however, is he having fun? He's been on his own the whole race.
Sure I still think the points will comfort him if he's not been able to have the same kind of entertainment as the rest of the grid. Yeah, but I'd say in hindsight he'd love another go in this car and maybe get some door-to-door action with his opposition. That'll have to come further down the line. I think there was a close battle. Yeah, it's actually Adam, Twin Cam, Kid, and Arska. They're all within view of one another there. Just looking on to those other drivers in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. I think Twin Cam has the best chance of anybody to get close for an overtake. Oh, Adam's very slow. He has to slow down earlier into the second apex compared to Twin Cam. But not a lot that Twin Cam is able to do. Riding on board. The gap at the start-finish line was 0.3 of a second, give or take. So it's not going to be enough to force Adam out of kilter. Hits the bollards on the inside line. Yeah, just more battling here. You can see some drivers like going a little bit higher up the curving and then cutting into the apex. Others just prefer to hug it. Yeah, so it's interesting to see what the drivers are capable of, and those minor differences that can make everything go their way or the opposite. As Adam goes high, yeah, it's another example of that happening just with another apex. It gives Adam the reprieve he needed.
Yeah, this is the battle for the top 10. Adam runs wide, drops a wheel on the grass, and that's going to let Twin Cam have a look. But Adam, the racer he is, blocking the inside and saying, no, thank you, you're not coming through here. Adam will defend this place, and we could end up with a pretty titanic battle for the top 10. Meanwhile, up front, it is pretty much stalemate at the front. Everyone as they were before. Oops, Sass and Mantas do look like they're close again going into turn one.
Meese is actually slow, and he was on the outside to let the other cars by, but it was very close because Upsas wanted that outside line for the overtake, and he wasn't able to get it until the very last moment. So Mantas has the place back, and Upsas has to work all over again.
Yeah,
Twin Cam through, yes, all going on here.
Yeah, we missed it. We missed both overtakes actually. Fatal's gone wide as well, so even more drama for him. He's dropping back further from Donny. And yeah, Adam's lost a place on the penultimate lap to Twin Cam, who's now in the top 10. Good results, really, for B2R here. Really, really nice. And these two still going at it. Upsas trying to find a way past Mantas. Let's have a look. This is for the podium, so we should give it some of our attention. And I want to observe that Mantas has got a nice dent in his number plate now that he didn't have before. And there's only one car anywhere near him, so I'm going to blame Upsas for that one.
Yeah, and Upsas's number plate reads oops, so it might be plausible deniability. Just on the back there, it says oops for Upsas. Yeah, we'll see what he can do onto the final lap. Still, Vitaltas Laguskas ahead, and he should be able to, go with the motions and make sure he secures the victory. So, final lap on your graphics there, and we'll see what else can happen as the other drivers, they go side by side into the first corner. Upsas just about ahead. Yeah, he will get the earlier braking point, but it will cost him on the return. He has to stay high, close as you get there.
Yeah, this is brilliant stuff on the final lap. Vitaltas Laguskas running away. Rickard pretty safe too, but let's focus on this. Teammates going at it, racing wheel to wheel, having a great time, and fighting for the podium honour. It is Upsas with the advantage on the inside, running down to the end of the back straight here. Will he keep this and run away with it? Mantas is throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this battle. He's trying to go around the outside. That's a great run. Can he get the car stopped for the hairpin? Contact, fantastic. These guys rubbing wheel to wheel. This is hot hatch racing. And as we head into the infield now, it is still side by side from these guys.
Splendid work from the two, able to show forcefulness, but without going and ruining each other's day either. So well done, keeping the right balance that we love to see in hot hatch racing. Upsas is now able to block the center of the track and guide his car home. TJ is just in the periphery of that battle, but now Vitaltas Laguskas will have the final sweeper to negotiate, and then he will be declared the winner yet again in RTF4 for 2022.
Absolutely. He runs to the line to make it the win. 19 laps completed, and he is the victor. Rick Cardle will come across the line in second, and then it is the scrap between our two Born to Race cars, and it is Upsas who will take the win. They were side by side across the line over his teammate Mantas, who put up a great fight there. But yeah, you can see how much time they lost to the front two while they were battling. They won't care. TJ comes home in fifth for Road Appraiser. That's a good result. He was just about, Owen, to catch up to the back of the Born to Race guys and have some fun in this race, but he was denied. Sidus get another car in the top six with Unite finishing sixth. Tamuli for ZFRL P7, Donny P8, Fatal P9, and it is Twin Cam who rounds out the top 10, stealing it away from Adam on the penultimate lap. Owen, that was great fun. We'll let the cars finish and then we'll run down the full order, but the VKI 6, a popular choice.
Yeah, a big victory, has to be said. Lorenzo and Redbot are just coming by next there. Just Lorenzo able to hang on in there for 18th. But yeah, this is another case of the mods. We picked a good one, or our previous winner did, and we got to exhibit a really good one. So yeah, I'm sure the other mod makers will be. Oh, that's a
close finish. Yeah,
That's
Yada
100th
denied.
of a second. Rony is able to get 21st in the photo finish. But yeah,
another close finish between some WCL cars there. That is Jari Katila and Pekka Koivunen finishing P24 and 25, and then across the line in P26, it is the sausage. For context, you might have to clarify that for me, Owen.
I don't speak German as well as other members of the team. Yeah, so he'll have to reiterate and revise what the meaning or the pronunciation is for our 26th place finisher there. But yeah, as I say, if we see some of these first mods succeed, then the other mod makers will want to match the standard or even better it. But yeah, there we go. The victory spoils are achieved by without Tesla Goose Gas there. Just over half an hour of driving, and he was able to beat out Ricardo, defending champion there, and Upsas also having a great run this season. Mantas, superb effort there, able to finish in fourth, just narrowly missing out on the podium. TJ, the sleeper in the race, as I said, he didn't get to experience a lot of battles, but fifth place is really good. And then rounding off the top 10, we have Unite, the Hitmuli, Iron Donny, Fatal, and Twin Cam. Following them, we have Adam, Arska, Mandula, Kid, 136 miles per hour, Monty Macari, Magic, Lorenzo, Redbot, and Scattle. On to page 2 and the photo finish. Rony beating Yaroslav Donalik by a smidgen there for 21st place. Then in 23rd, we have Texas. Then we have Jari Katila, Becky Koivunen, Seth Wurst, 7-9, Soini, and LG Meese, who was a lap down but is classified as finisher. And we cannot say the same for the following. Strutter had a big crash, and that's all the end of his race. And then we've Mazway, Pit Lane Racer, Kig, Michael, Extoff, Tallenberg, 3Jump, Burley, Jocks, and Igor all failed to finish.
Thank you very much, Owen. Rick Cardle posted the fastest lap time with a 1:41.14. And there he is. Vitalis Lagutskas has climbed the podium with his VKI 6. Very nice podium it is here at Westhill. And yeah, very, very impressed with this car. It looked like a lot of fun to drive. I might even have to turn a few laps myself, and we will hopefully get a chat to some of the drivers how that was in a 40-car grid. I wonder if we'll be seeing this again throughout the season, and of course in other series. But there is a lot of choice, and we're going to be seeing a lot of unknowns on the channel over the coming weeks, because we have another mod car coming up in the next edition of RTFR in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, I think the drivers are fully on board with mods now, so they'll be picking them more often than not from this point on, I'm almost certain to say. So yeah, that's another verified car on the database that people can pick from now on. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what we have in store with RT4 XL coming up, and then we return on March 1st. We're actually going back to basics with an LX6 in South City, so that should be very challenging but enjoyable as well.
Yeah, apologies for that. The schedule didn't want to be on the screen anymore and ran away. But yes, 2 weeks' time, the LX6 SO5, and next week with Mika Sarkinen, myself, Peter Butcher, and Owen Harmon, again in the commentary box for RTFR XL. We hope you can be there for that, and we enjoyed tonight a lot. That was a lot of fun to watch, Owen. Yeah, mod content. That is an exciting prospect.
Yeah, it's been absolutely roaring success so far. You can drive a wide array of vehicles, both for the racing aspect and even for a bit of a laugh as well. They're very unorthodox vehicles you can pick up and play with here in LFS with the S3 license. So yeah, we look forward to seeing what else can be spawned in the world of RTFR.
Well, in the world of mods, this weekend we have the first ever SBTV Sim Broadcast Soccer Cup, which will be broadcast on Saturday Find out more about that on the Live for Speed forum if you're interested. Yeah, we're hosting a football tournament with the XFG Electric and the football mod, the object, that is going to be in the Sim Broadcast Stadium. We have 8 teams of 4 cars ready to go, and we are still accepting sign-ups for reserves if you're interested in playing car football. Yes, it is as good as it sounds. We had some friendlies at the weekend, and it was a lot of fun. On Sunday, we have the E-Challenge, the 3rd round and final round of the 2022 season of the Master Race Car E-Challenge, and that will be at the New York E-Prix Circuit replica, and that is going to be a lot of fun. That kicks off on Sunday at 20 past 4 UTC here on Sim Broadcast on Twitch and YouTube. We hope to join you then. Owen, thanks a lot. That was great. And thanks for joining me on my birthday for some RTFR action.
Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your birthday, Pete. It's well deserved. Put in a great, fantastic effort into the SBTV program in the last year or so. So another year to look forward to, hopefully.
Yeah, it's been a blast. Hope to do it again. All right. See you later, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.